show when I got on the stage called Ed. All the news I've been giving about this fucker. I don't know, it could be amazing, the next big thing, it could be a fucking heat about. I've got no idea whatsoever. But we're going to find out what Richard's got a small room in the cross, son! Spread around the room! And welcome on stage! Hey! Evening. I'm Ed, trying my best not to be a plahida bomb? Leader bomb? Something. I thought I could come and tell a few jokes. Joke number one, how do you know if your potato's damaged? It's chipped. I mean, some of you are looking like that's not the best joke in the world. I challenged you to come up with a joke at short notice when your opener has been ruined by a terrorist attack at 3:30 in the afternoon. I had a great gunman opener, I bottled it, I'm sorry. Obviously on stage, trying to be a comedian. See a lot of people getting negative reports about a lot of comedians these days. All they do is make jokes about Trump. And in my effort to be written as one of those comedians, which would be a massive positive, here's a load of jokes about Trump. Obviously Trump's in the White House, which is very good news if you voted for him or are called Donald Trump. Outside of that, it's not the best, but he's happy, so that's good. Nice little happy orange face. No, I think a lot of people give Trump a lot of criticism, but they focus on stuff he hasn't done rather than focusing on what he's achieved. Obviously, he wants to build a wall to limit immigration. He's already averted one massive immigration crisis. You better think back before the election, it was all these celebrities were going to move, they were going to leave America and go to Canada. He stopped that, so 1 out of 1 so far, not bad. I think the man's got a game. On the downside, I think building a wall to keep people out is a short-sighted move. You can, go over a wall, build a ladder, dig a tunnel. There's only one thing that will stop humans getting through. One thing humans can't get through is Takeshi's castle. Like a massive Takeshi's castle on the border, that would be impenetrable. How's he going to fund it? TV rights, obviously, we'd all watch. Yeah, we're all in this together. No, it's fun taking the mick out of Trump, just because obviously if he ever watches this, he'll probably tweet at me, and then my Twitter follows will just go through the roof. At EdgingCom, if anybody wants to follow, and if you're not offended by this enough, you're bad at stuff. Slammed! Yeah, bad at stuff. Alternatively, you might just try and grab you by the pussy. Obviously, if you are going to sexually assault someone, I'm not an expert on this yet. But surely grabbing by the penis would just be significantly easier. There's a lot to grab hold of. Or not, as the case may be. Anyway, we should stop talking about Trump, because otherwise it'd just be like a one-dimensional show. Totally forgot what I was going to say, I only have a Trump stuff prepared. No, dating, that's always good. It's difficult for people to meet people of the opposite gender or same gender or whatever they're looking for, just because there's a lot of distractions nowadays. You check your phone, check WhatsApp, check some memes, check Snapchat, back to the memes. Like, it's so much more fun than potentially getting rejected. Or potentially get rejected when you could look at some cats and some dogs. Brilliant. It's a one-way slope to loneliness. Cheers for support. I'm trying to get a time check because I got no idea. I've got loads of time. Brilliant. Also, there's a lot of world events going on at the moment, obviously. This whole Putin thing is there's war going on in Ukraine, that's bad. It's quite interesting as well, just to see the way that sort of politicians respond around the world. You kind of get used to Boris Johnson and people like that, sort of, blah, blah, no response, not me, like sort of talking around the issues. I quite like with Putin, the way it was, Putin, you appear to have invaded Ukraine. It was, no, I haven't. Sort of a negotiating tactics of a 6-year-old in a playground. I assume if this continues, one day he'll be in front of the UN. He'll be like, did you invade Ukraine's sovereign territory? Oh, your mum invaded Ukraine's sovereign territory. Like, that's the kind of escalation that we're going with. It's not traditional. It's nearly time for you to end the show, so I'll leave you with one final joke. It's the other one-liner I was working on. A lot of people say Jimmy Savile is one of the worst paedophiles in British history. When you think about it, technically, he was one of the best. I'm Ed Jean, peace, bye.